let's talk on this big one now. Gentlemen, debt. That is the conversation on every media platform. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people are worried. How come did we get to this level? How did we get to a point where Nigeria is owing over 80 trillion naira in debt? Ambrose, what is your best way to answer this question? How did we get to this level?
Actually, I would start that debt is never a problem. What is the problem? That there's nothing for government to show for the debt we're seeing. If you look at the whole world today, the highest debted economy is US, and you enter US today, you shake and there's something there to show that these people are really expanding. You remember when the issue of a debt ceiling was around, all the economy around the world was shaking already, because if they default, it's going to affect the board. As a mature economy, the Congress agree, they put date, they are moving. Because the market was rebounded globally because of that alone. If you come to Lagos State, let's come to Nigeria. If you look at the table of the high debted state in Nigeria, Lagos State is
the park, yeah.
Yeah, if also go to Ghana, when Ghana was borrowing, Ghana economy was booming. When they were booming, we were saying, oh, Ghana is doing more than Nigeria. At the end of the day, they failed to manage their debt. That is where they are there. That is the problem of debt. It's not that debt itself is an issue. It's the management and how you go about it. Because I mentioned America as an example for you. That means we look inward. What have these debts we have gathered? Can we show for it? Is it the railway that will say that even though it takes Nigeria almost 20 years to pay? Then that tells you that we need to kind of come back and see where have we missed it and correct it. There's no need for us panicking. Even the current government should not panic. It's better to sit down and structure all this, because it's about our thinking. Debt is part of life, but it's ability to manage it. Why Ghana is in mess today? Because they didn't manage well. But now that we are seeing that our debt is rising on a daily basis or a more yearly basis, it's for us to look inward. What are we doing to drive the economy for us to generate to us start paying back? That is the major thing. That's why I said let's all look at what at the revenue side, and also managing waste, and also cutting our expenses. If this government is coming with that idea to drive the economy that will generate what we use, that is where I will say yes, they are coming in. But if we're all going to shout debt, it will come out. That will not bring results. All we need that we need to go back and sit down and see how we need to structure it. Yes, as you mentioned, 88 trillion is not tankable. That means that fine. What are we generating in a year as a nation? What's our GDP? Oh, I believe that if we have it rebased, we are going somewhere. And don't forget that all the new sector that's coming to the economy is adding to, look at our GDP. Look at what the economy is doing. Look at what manufacturing sector is doing. It will tell you that we need to look at other sectors that will less depend on oil, that we can drive the way we drive the telecom company to contribute to what our GDP. So at the end of the day, we start generating money that even pay to employment, that oil the economy and all those stuff. This debt is a matter of time we pay it. And also the management of or the train that we are using the money to build, even though we are buying from China. How are we generating? Is it that there's security that people can, every day they are going to Kaduna, all of us are not going to use train? People are still, I can't use it because of their insecurity. I mean, it's a matter of, as you just mentioned when we asked, it's not for the political authority and also authority to come together, together this time and make sure that things work. At the end of the day, it's a matter of time we'll pay our debt. For me, there's no cause for alarm.